phase. Imagine if America, Russia, and China went to war. There would be no winners.
It wouldn't start with bombs. It would start with silence. Markets pause. Flights stop mid-route. News channels talk without saying anything. Governments release statements that feel carefully empty. The world senses it before it understands it. This wouldn't feel like war at first. It would feel like uncertainty spreading everywhere at once. Because a war between America, Russia, and China wouldn't be a normal conflict. It would be a global system failure. The first shock, the first casualty wouldn't be soldiers. It would be confidence. Financial markets would freeze, not crash. Banks would limit withdrawals, temporarily. That word would lose meaning fast. Money wouldn't disappear, but trust in money would. Airspace would close. Shipping insurance would vanish overnight. Without insurance, ships don't move. Without ships, global trade stops. Stores wouldn't empty in a day. They'd thin out slowly, unevenly, unfairly. That's when people realize, modern life only works when everything works. An invisible battlefield. This war wouldn't be loud. It would be quiet and disorienting. Satellites would fail or go dark. GPS would become unreliable. Navigation apps would point confidently in the wrong direction. The internet wouldn't shut down, it would fragment. Different countries would see different versions of reality. News wouldn't just be biased. It would be incompatible. People wouldn't ask, who's winning? They'd ask, what's true? That confusion would do more damage than any weapon. Daily life starts to change. Fuel becomes rationed. Deliveries delayed. Medicine prioritized. Cities feel it first. Work becomes unstable. Sleep patterns break. Anxiety becomes constant. People stop planning months ahead and start thinking in days. Vacations disappear. Long-term goals feel irrelevant. Survival quietly replaces ambition. This is when the war stops feeling distant. Not because of explosions, but because normal life no longer feels guaranteed. Power shifts quietly in a war like this. Power doesn't go to the loudest country. It goes to the most self-sufficient. Nations that can feed themselves matter more. Energy independence becomes leverage. Smaller countries turn into critical players overnight.